My family and I got invited to a backyard hot dog grill out tonight. And while someone can totally bring a bottle of wine or a 6-pack of beer, nothing wrong with that, I thought it would be fun to use this opportunity to batch up a cocktail and teach y'all how I do it. So the base of what I'm gonna make tonight is a margarita. So I'm gonna use tequila, and I squeezed some lime juice already in Cointreau, but I wanted to make it a little bit smoky, and sometimes with smoky drinks like using Mezcal, I also like to add pineapple. This is canned, obviously not fresh squeezed. One of the things that's often overlooked in making batched cocktails is water. And so I've pre-measured 15 ounces of water here in this pitcher. And then also we will be using a scale. This is one that weighs up to 5 kilograms or 11 pounds. I'll go ahead and put a recipe for exactly what I'm making today in the show notes so you guys can kind of see it and follow along. But this same formula that I'm going to show y'all can be used for any cocktail. I like to use them specifically for citrus-based cocktails. We won't be shaking them like I normally would for a citrus-based cocktail, but they just work really well for an outdoor party to have something that's bright and light and refreshing. So like I mentioned, I already have a pre-measured 15 ounces of water in this container. That is going to be about 20% of the entire mixture. This is about a 75-ounce pitcher. And so I took a base recipe that consisted of all the ingredients I needed: Cointreau, tequila, mezcal, pineapple juice, and lime juice. And then I also have to account for the dilution factor. So a lot of people overlook dilution whenever they're making a batched cocktail. And I know it can seem kind of goofy to add water to a drink, but that's what you're doing whenever you're shaking or stirring a drink. Dilution is super important. And so if you just put all the ingredients into the bottle and stir it all up, whenever you pour it over ice, even if you do pour it over ice, it's going to be really like thick and syrupy. And that's not what you want for a nice, bright, light summer cocktail. And so the dilution is super important, pre-measured. It's not just a random amount of water, but I can plug that into the calculator if that's something that y'all are interested in seeing. So I'll get going here with tequila. The tequila for the recipe I put together is actually 16 ounces. So let me tear out this scale here, zero it out. And then I'm making actually roughly 16 drinks out of this. And so 16 ounces seems like a lot, but it'll be spread over a lot of people. So start right here, go all the way up to 16. I normally don't get to hold a pour spout upside down for this long, so this is kind of fun. A little more. There we go. And then next, I split the base of the tequila from kind of the base recipe that I found to be 2/3 tequila and 1/3 mezcal. So I just did 16 ounces of tequila and I'll do 8 ounces of mezcal. Zero this back out. It smells great already. That mezcal has such a great little like smoky, grassy, vegetal edge to it. Perfect. And then also we need Cointreau. Cointreau I've got 12 ounces of in this recipe. And Cointreau is an orange liqueur that is a little bit sweetened. It's not super sweet, but it's normally the only sweetener that's in kind of a classic cocktail, or classic margarita rather. Adding a little bit of haze, that's kind of a fun effect. A little bit of Bill Nye going on. Here we go. And then zero it out again. And for lime juice, we need 12 ounces. Here we go. Wow, pretty. Perfect. And then lastly, we need some pineapple juice. These are pre-measured, so I'm just gonna pour them both in. I need 12 ounces of pineapple juice, and these are 6 ounces each. Look at that. It's like I pre-measured it or something. So yeah, I'm gonna stir this up with a big stir spoon or a knife or whatever, and then I'll put it in the fridge for a couple hours before the party starts, and that'll be pretty much ready to go. I'll go ahead and do a quick taste test though. One sec. Give it a little bit of a stir here with the spoon. And then I probably won't have a frozen glass tonight, but I have one now, so why not? Little taste test. Yeah, that's great. It tastes like a margarita, which was the goal, but it does have a little bit of a smoky edge, not too much if you're not a big fan of smoke, and then that pineapple just really gives it kind of a tropical twist that's really fun. That's all on batching cocktails for today. If you like this video, please give me a like or subscribe or comment. Let me know what you thought. Also, if you have any questions about batching cocktails or if you want any recommendations on certain flavor combinations, feel free to shoot me a note there. I'm always happy to chat about cocktails. Thanks for joining me today on this batched cocktail primer. If that calculator I mentioned is something you're interested in receiving, let me know with a like or comment below. See you in the next one. Cheers!